welcome back to the channel and welcome to this episode of Mark's Garage. And today we're going to take a spin around the local area on the new Honda Transalp. It's got about 240, 250 miles on it, but I want to give you just some initial riding feel and impressions just to share that with you. There's a lot out there, but I want to give it to you from my seat, my perspective. And we're going to try something here. We're going to use on my helmet here, this is a Cardo Pack Talk Edge, and one of the neat features about it is that with the use of the microphone inside the helmet and the app that you can download to your phone, you can actually record audio. So we're going to try that. Hopefully that works out good today. So stay tuned, that's coming up next. Well, here we are. It's a beautiful day in Wisconsin. And we are going to go for a ride and give you some impressions on the 2024 Honda Transalp. Get my gloves on here. And I am using the Cardo Pack Talk Edge and its app and feature. And if you can see that right there, we're actually using that as a voice recording with my phone. So we'll see how that works. I hope it turns out well. So let's climb on board, cowboy mount style. And when I am sitting on the bike here, off the kickstand, and I'm 5'10", 32-inch inseam, my feet right now are flat, left and right. They are flat. Okay, so let's get this fired up. Right. We're going to start off here in standard mode. There's a variety of ride modes, so we'll just go through those quick. There's rain, and each mode, by the way, has a different level of engine power, engine braking, torque control, ABS. So gravel, there's that mode. ABS is the rear ABS is off in gravel mode. And then here's the user mode where we can set up all the parameters exactly the way we want them. But then there's sport, full engine power. All right, we're going to leave it in standard. There we go. About 2:45 in the afternoon. Shouldn't be too much traffic to deal with. What I can tell you is that as you just get rolling on this bike, the engine stands out just to be a real winner. It is, while it's smooth for a parallel twin, it's also just very linear, powerful, feels really good. As I'm sitting on the bike here, you feel like you do sit down in it a little bit. Not terribly, but just a little bit, as opposed to sitting up on top of it. But I think that's the right position. It feels good. And overall, the windscreen, I know, is doing a nice job. This is the standard windscreen. I did install the deflectors. You can see those. They're a little darker smoke color. All right, let's take a little left here on County J. We'll go on the back side of Road America, where Gate 4 is. Oh, this feels really good. across the tracks. Suspension works great there. Up the hill, 45 miles an hour. Really feels good cornering. Put at 45 for this curve. Very nice. There you have it, Gate 4, Road America. And speed limit here is 55, so let's just get up to that. This is fifth gear, 55 miles an hour, and we're just right about 4,000 RPM. And in 6, we'll shift up to 6. At 55, it looks like about 3,400 RPM. You could ride all day at that, that's for sure. Alright, we're coming up to Highway 7. We'll take that north and go across the front side of Road America, the main gate. This can be a real busy intersection with Road America race weekend. I think they're going to put a roundabout in where we are right now within the next year. Make this a little safer. All right. And I'm going to use a shifter here. I should be using a shifter. Very smooth. Wow. So there's 60 miles an hour. And I'm going to pull over here for just 1 second to make an adjustment. All right. Believe it or not, my RAM mount had just come off, and I'm not sure why. We're going to have to take a look at that. Isn't that crazy? All right. Let's see if I'm still recording. Yeah, we're still recording. Okay. We'll just put this in our pocket. Keep that going. Well, we avoided catastrophe there. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, why that came off. I'll have to double check that. All right. All right, back on. Here we go. Always interesting when you're out for a ride, isn't it? All right, here comes someone out for a nice afternoon ride. Giving me a wave. Gave him one back. All right, Cardo is recording. Back in business. All right, I got 245 miles on the Transalp so far, and really enjoying it. A little breezy out here today, wind blowing, but the bike is relatively stable. I could ride this all day. Handlebar width is maybe not quite as wide as some other adventure bikes or bigger adventure bikes, but that's okay. It feels really good. Yeah. Very comfortable. There's lots of nice driver information at the bottom of the TFT screen that will allow you to cycle through all kinds of things. So total mileage, trip mileage. It'll allow you to look at fuel consumption, battery voltage, revolution. You want the exact RPMs of your motor and so on. And so I'm learning a little bit more about just adjusting all those things. That'll come in nice and handy. I'll tell you, the Transalp is great down the road. And again, back to the engine, it just feels really good. Honda nailed this engine. Right. I'm going to drive by the golf course here on the left. We had some serious rain here over the last couple of weeks. There's some golfers out there now. I think they had to close for one day with all the flooding, which isn't bad. We're out here in the Kettle Moraine, highly glaciated, lots of gravel and sand base, which is great for drainage, and so good for them. I think they're back doing well. A little bit about brakes coming up here to this stop sign. Got twin discs up front, single disc in the rear, but brakes feel really good, solid. And I kind of took it easy that first little bit, not getting too hard on brakes, letting them just kind of seat in well. But I tell you, there's plenty of bite, feels great. There's a little bit of water. Alright, what about low speed here? We're going to get into just a little bit of twisties, 25, 35 miles an hour. And I am also going to stand up here for you. Oh, this feels great. For my body size and height, I can stand up comfortably. My knees are against the tank. Got a great view forward, feels good. I could ride like this for a while. As long as the trees aren't too low. Huh. Alright. Nice. Last week I took this route. I was on the Triumph Scrambler and I came around this next curve, not this one, the very next one, and a little fawn with spots on it darted out in front of me, right in front of my wheel. I'm a little more cautious. They're out and about. Alright. That's because there's an apple tree right there. I love apples. Alright, cornering, just wow. Just really nice. So neutral. Wanted to take you along today just for a little ride. Give you a sense if you're thinking about a mid-size adventure bike. Definitely want to ride one. I think while there's lots of reviews out there on how this bike operates and rides, you have to feel good on it. So the most important thing is if you know someone who has one, or you can have a dealer, Honda dealer, let you take one out, you should do that. And then it's a great comparison. During Moto America weekend at Road America, a lot of factories were there, and I had the chance to ride a couple of bikes. I've got a video on that. I rode unpaved. I rode a Yamaha Tenere 700, and I tell you, the Honda Transalp has won me. And I know there's a lot of people that say, well, it's too bad there's not a cruise control on it, but that would certainly make it a lot more like an Africa Twin. But this is nice. Great day to go for a little spin. Thanks for riding along with me today. Please leave any questions or comments in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer them. I'm going to be working on some accessories here soon that I've got ordered. I currently have the center stand installed. I'm going to be adding right here where I'm pointing the 12-volt accessory socket. That was back ordered. I've got some panniers ordered. I've got the mounts on the bike already. And then once I get the panniers on, I'll be able to do a little trip. Yeah, this just really corners well. Boy, this feels good. I'm going to pull back in, but I think I'm going to probably go for a little longer ride. Alright, here we are. I didn't put my feet down till the very end there. That's how much balance I've got. Terrific. Well, thanks again for riding along. So I'm back from the ride where I was using this ram mount, and the handlebar clamp worked fine as intended, but my phone and this fell off. Luckily, I was able to grab the phone. This kind of got hung up on the bike, and it did fall through the handlebar area, but I found out why it came off, and I'm gonna show you this. There it is. See if I can get the right light here to show you. There's a crack in this. That's why it fell off. So let's see if I can spot it here. Yeah, it's right there. There we go. I just couldn't see it in the light. This thing is cracked. And so, not sure how that happened or why it happened, but everything's okay, and we'll have to figure out a different phone mount. So that's the scoop. All right, so after the ride here, I've got a few notes that I made. I wanted just to share with you just some standout items relative to what it was like after 250 miles of riding. What is this bike like? And the standout items were, number one, just the fit for me, for my size. It felt really good. As you can see, I could get my feet flat. I'm sitting a little bit in the bike, handlebar position, and just felt really, really good. Okay, number two, the engine. And I know I'm talking a lot about that, but the engine is really a central positive feature here on this bike. Honda nailed this. So very linear power. It has a lot of fun and character to it. You get up around 4,000 RPM. There's some really nice really nice intake. Just a growl, if you will, and that is pretty special. So next up would be rider information. So that TFT display has a lot going on, and there's great adjustability. There's the ride modes, of course, and then all the rider information that you can switch through. It's really nice, and the colors on it are terrific. What else stood out to me? I would say the cornering and the handling. Just, it didn't tip in, it didn't want to push through a corner at speed. Very neutral, carved corners. And then when I came into the driveway, I made that final left-hand turn and I was just on complete balance, and I really didn't even put my feet down until I came to a complete stop. So that is really, really nice. And then lastly, I noticed as I was putting it into the garage and, just backing it up, backing it into the garage, it felt good and easy to maneuver for me. So those are all some of the early standout features. I wanted to share those with you. Thanks again for tuning in to this episode. Please, if you have any questions or comments, put those in the comments section. We'll do our best to get back to you. And until next time, thanks for watching.